Hi, today we are going to discuss about the IRB and informed consent. The IRB stands for the Institutional Review Board. An Institutional Review Board or IRB is a committee made up of diverse people with an interest in protecting human research subject. It can include doctors, lawyers, nurses, pharmacists and members of the local community. Now what is the purpose of IRB review? The role of an IRB is to approve the initiation of and periodically review the process of biomedical research involving human subjects. The IRB helps to ensure that clinical trials are ethical, that is, rights and welfare of human subjects are protected, and that the research scientifically sound. The IRB considers whether risks to those who will participate are minimized. The IRB also considers whether the investigator and the study staff have the necessary training and or experience to conduct clinical trials appropriately. A clinical trial must have approval from an IRB before anyone can sign up to take a part in it. When a researcher is interested in conducting a research study that will involve human subjects, including a clinical trial, the researcher must submit the study to the IRB for review. The IRB job is to review all aspects of new study to make sure the right and welfare of human subjects are protected. Why do we need an IRB? Before IRBs, there was no unified way to protect the welfare of human subjects or to regulate research. This means that researchers could conduct research studies under the different sets of rules, and this made it difficult to protect those involved. The current system requires the IRB to review all research involves human subjects before it begins and provides guidelines for all IRBs to use make sure the research is appropriate for human subjects to participate in. Who is watching over the conduct of the research? The IRB is responsible for the ongoing review of all the clinical trials. It approves any changes in the research plan needs to be reviewed and approved by the IRB before the investigator can carry them out. At least once each year, the IRB must review the research product again, taking into account any changes that have occurred, new safety information that has been reported, and the progress of the study. Information about any side effect that occurs or any safety issue that arises to also reported to the IRB and the FDA. The Brainy IRB also conducts the regular quality assurance review of the clinical trials suite, where the clinical trials is occurring to make sure that the investigator and the study staff are conducted the clinical trial appropriately. Now, what is the informed consent process? The informed consent process is how to the investigator communicates the details about the clinical trial or other research study to the potential subject. The IRB reviews the informed consent process to help to make sure that the study details are communicated in language that is readily understandable to the person who may volunteer to be research subject. The informed consent process includes background information about why the study is being done, a description of the research, what will be expected of the subjects who agree to participate, how long subject participation in the study will last, what procedure the subject will have to follow, what procedures the subject will have to follow, what the experimental procedures are, what the reasonable foreseeability risk or discomforts are, what the expected benefits of the research are, what is the alternative participation in the research study are, assurance that participation is volunteers and that refuses the participants will involve no penalty or loss of benefits to which the subject is otherwise entitled, and the subject may discontinue at any time without penalty or loss of benefits to which the subject is otherwise entitled. So this is the information related to the IRB and informed consent. Thank you.